Political, it seems to me, for years or all too long, has been concerned with right or left instead of right and wrong. By Richard Arnold. Hello, my name is Lynn Hoover, and this is my informative speech about a historical event that happened to one of my family members. I have chosen my brother-in-law, George Green, to tell you a story that happened to him during his childhood that took place in Colombia. In the late 1940s, there was a man named Leon Maria Logan, which was my brother-in-law's great uncle. This man started a group called the Conservatives. They believed in the old-fashioned trends like the women staying at home and working and the men out doing the hard-duty work. There was also another group called the Liberals. They believed in the complete opposite of the Conservatives. This group believed in freedom of speech, women getting jobs, and having more to say, women voting, and etc. In this group there was a woman named Eleanor, who was my brother-in-law's great-grandma, who raised him in his family. She was a very wealthy, well-known lady in the city. She owned her own business and voted and did everything that she wanted to do. Well, as you would know, that this didn't go on very long because the Liberals and the Conservatives started to fight and fuss and wanted to get in an argument. Well, and as a result of this, there was a group of people, the Liberals, went on to the city and to protest against the Conservatives' beliefs. Well, there's one man that did not like this and was very upset and furious. This was Leon. As I mentioned in the beginning, he was my brother-in-law's great uncle, and he was a conservative. Well, he got so mad that he decided to take 4 to 5 packs of dynamite in one hand and a lighter in the other hand and go out into the streets and throw them at the protesters to kill them. He was so upset that he would kill them. Well, he was so mad and he came out there on the firing streets and threw these dynamite at him, that the protesters ran away and fled the city. Well, the word spread quickly about this incident, and Eleanor, the lady that was well known in the city, she ended up fleeing away 300 miles away, taking her family with her and leaving all of her possessions there, because she knew that Leon was after her because she was one of the main people in the Liberals group. And Leon at this point didn't care who he was going to hurt, even if it was his own family member. So after she fled, he came looking for her in her home. But at this point, he wasn't alone. He had a hitman group with him, and they ended up calling themselves the Birds. And Leon got the nickname El Condor, and he was the leader of this group. This group was close to the government. Well, mainly Leon was close to the government and was good friends with him, and so the government was on his side and supplied this group, the Birds, with money and weapons to help kill everybody. Well, it didn't stop there. At this point, the Bird group wanted to scare the city and the town people away, so they ended up killing innocent people and putting them at the top of the river so they'll flow down the river into all the cities to show people that they were coming and that they weren't afraid. Well, at this point, Leon thought he was doing the right thing by defending his beliefs, and he was wanting to maintain the country's old trends and fashions and not change like the rest of the world was doing. Well, this didn't last very long. One day, Leon was traveling towards his house, and all of a sudden, out in the middle of nowhere, somebody shot him. Well, Leon was the main leader in his group, so after he died, so did his gang did, the Birds. They died as well because now there was a leader and telling them what to do. And so now the Liberals and the Conservatives got together, and some hitmen from the Birds group got together and formed another group called the Guerrillas. Well, at this point, the government wasn't with the guerrillas. They weren't, good friends because it was mainly Leon was friends with the government. So the government wasn't on the guerrilla side, and so the government didn't supply them with money. So you're wondering where they get their money from and with. Well, they started selling drugs and dealing drugs all around the United States and other countries surrounding them. And so if you think about it, whoever's doing drugs over here and dealing drugs and selling drugs is helping support this guerrilla gang over here in Colombia to kill innocent people like the conservatives and liberals, everybody, just to be like have their own belief system over there and say that we don't need no political here. We just want to keep this gang going and just killing people. So, this war started in the late 1940s and it's still going on today. It's a never-ending war. They're still fighting over there and killing. And I titled this speech "The Political Uprising in Colombia" because they are still fighting for their rules and their rights. And there's innocent people that are dying each and every day over there. So people, if you think about over here who are dealing with some drugs, tell them that they are helping some innocent people over there in Colombia. It is very sad, and I want to inform everybody to know that you might have the freedom of speech over here, and you might be able to do what you want to do, but over there it's completely different. Instead of going to work each and every day, they are defending their own lives over there.